Welcome back. It is Fur Baby Friday on this National Black Cat Friday. Although we don't have a black cat, we have a gray cat, which is pretty close. And the Humane Society of Eastern Carolina's Morgan May joins us.
So we have Mr. Horace here. We actually do not have any black cats. Horace is one of the 2 available kittens we have left in our facility right now. Since we are closed intake, we only have 2 kittens in our care right now. We do have some adult cats, but Mr. Horace here is about 3 months old, and he is an absolute cuddle bug sweetheart. He won't stop purring. He's a pure motorboat over here, and just, you see, he has gone limp in my arms.
He just wants to be snuggled, and I feel like this is not a normal cat. Usually I think they're a little bit more active, and he's really such a cuddler. I mean, we had somebody in the newsroom come over and really just like pick him up and hug him, and I mean, he's just, I almost equate him as a dog cat.
He likes to be held like a little baby and get chin scratches. What do you think, bud?
He's looking at me because he wants me to go petting him, but I'll let all our viewers know I'm kind of allergic to cats, so that's why I'm going to be kind of a little distance today, and it is torture because he is so cute.
He's, I like to call a cat like this bomb-proof / kid-proof because he'll basically let you do anything. He doesn't get mad, he's still purring, and he really just wants to be snuggled up.
Wow, so it almost sounds like he would be perfect in anyone's home. You want to talk about the difference between caring for a cat and then caring for a dog? Because we've seen a lot of dogs on the show.
So cats do tend to be the, people generally think they are easier. I do agree with that. You don't have to do the outside let-outs. Their vet bills tend to be a little bit cheaper for the routine vaccines and things like that. And also general care. They're small, they don't eat as much, so then therefore you're not spending as much money on food like a small dog versus a large dog. But they are fairly simple. Cats can be temperamental, so it's really just about their personality. Basic care for cats is not that hard. And if you've never had one before, that's why it's a really great way to go through the Humane Society, because you'll get your appointment with your adoption counselor, and they'll explain everything to you and really make sure you're prepared to have a cat, and we're there to like get you started in the right track.
That's so cool. Do you ever notice that, like, when you have a lot of cats and stuff at the Humane Society, do people ever gravitate towards different colored cats? I know there's a little bit of a discrimination towards the black cats because of the superstition and stuff. Do you see that in real life?
So it depends. More so black cats, when we have them, if we have more than a couple, they all look very similar, so nothing really stands out, and that's, people tend to choose a cat that stands out to them. So the ones with like the tortie pattern or like Siamese type looking cats and things like that tend to go faster, and the orange cats go pretty fast because we don't get a lot of those. But it really depends. I think we actually see a lot of gray cats, and tabbies stay longer because we have tabbies. There's so many of them, and there's so many different varieties. So, and because of the whole superstition thing, some people kind of want a black cat these days because they like it. They think it's cool.
I love them. They're so cute. He's just a ham. I think he would probably do well in like anyone's home at this point.
Yeah, realistically, he's great with other cats, good with dogs, all people, really anyone that is going to give him all the love that he desires.
He clearly just wants that. He is so content, like in your arms, like not even really doing much. So if you're maybe like a stay-at-home person, I think he would work with you. I could also see him possibly being active too. Like,
yeah, he's definitely a kitten, so he will play. He isn't super singleton, like he's not super bitey or like crazy, like super focused on you. But when you get playing, he'll definitely want to go.
How cool. Once again, this is Horace, and we have a few things to go letting you know about. Let's do a recap on the canine crawl that happened this past weekend. It was awesome if you missed it. There were so many vendors, lots of people came out, great music.
It was a lot of fun. It was a really great event. We are so grateful for our sponsors and all of our vendors. We had about 30 vendors come out and 3 or 4 food trucks, and it was a really good event with face painting, a pumpkin patch. The costume contest was amazing, as expected. There was a dog dressed as Dolly Parton with a wig that won the costume contest, so that was pretty cool.
Absolutely epic.
And it was a really good Sunday, and we're looking forward to future events like that.
Yes, for sure. And speaking of events, there's one happening on Saturday.
Yes, so this Saturday you can catch our director and our volunteer coordinator dressed up as witches at the Halloween Jamboree, hosted by the Greenville Museum of Art. They're going to have some adoptable fur babies out there. So Donna, who we met last week, she has not been adopted yet. She'll most likely be out there, and she will be in costume. So you can come check her out, come see what we got going on.
Sounds like so much fun and an excuse to hang out with the fur babies. And speaking of fur babies, Subaru is helping out in terms of getting adoptions at the Humane Society of Eastern Carolina.
Yeah, so for every adoption for the month of October, Capital Subaru will give us an extra $100 to support the cause. So you've got a little bit of time left in October. If you were thinking about adopting, now's the time to do it.
And Subaru has a campaign, Subaru Loves Pets. They really, really love the fur babies. I actually used to do promotional work with them at a variety of different auto shows, and they would always team up with a local rescue or shelter and bring pets that need to be adopted out to auto shows, and everybody would just gravitate because who doesn't like pets?
Yeah, we are actually planning an event with them, so keep an eye out. End of October, we'll probably be having something with Capital Subaru. We love them. They're always super helpful for us.
That's so exciting. And then also, we do have to go telling you about the bed sheet fundraiser.
So my mom has ordered these, so I can personally vouch. She says that they're amazing. Our directors ordered them. She says they're amazing. So you need to go ahead and get your bed sheets if you haven't already. A percentage of the proceeds does go to the Humane Society, so it's a really good fundraiser, a way to support us, and something everybody can use.
Especially with it getting a little cooler, colder out. I mean, there's nothing better than having really, really nice bed sheets to just kind of like cozy up to. And how did your mom describe them? Like, what type of bed sheets did she go getting?
I'm not exactly sure. She just said that they were amazing, and she had to argue with the dogs about getting out of them.
So there's a nice voucher for you. And then we also have some swag to let you know about. This will go benefiting the Humane Society, and you get to look awesome too.
Yeah, so we've got a bunch of really cool swag. I've got one of the t-shirts on today, Animals Don't Have a Voice, so you'll never stop hearing mine. And then of course for the Swifties, today is a big Taylor Swift day. She just dropped a new album last night. We do have some Swiftie inspired Humane Society merch for you to grab.
Very cool. And then, do you know the price range of these items, just to give our viewers an idea?
It depends. There's so many different things like tote bags, tank tops, and sweatshirts. So the range is about $15 to $35, $40, depending on what you're getting, what size, those kinds of things.
Yeah, and it looks like the little doggy shirt on the right was a shirt that was very similar to the one that was sold at the Canine Crawl.
Yeah, it's we call that our Canine Crawl dog. It's a Sugar Skull inspired design, and so we're definitely selling those with a couple of different logos on them.
That was an awesome design, and I ended up purchasing one, and I love it. I'm obsessed. But something else that I'm obsessed with, little Horace here. Say a few more words about him. I mean, he needs to find his forever home.
He has not stopped purring the entire time that he has been here. He is an absolute purr machine, and he really just wants someone to snuggle with all day long. It could be the perfect cat for any home. So if you're thinking about opening your home up to a sweet little perfect kitten, Horace is definitely the one. He's fixed. He's up to date on vaccines. He's microchipped.
You hear him purring. Listen closely. You can hear him purring. He's very happy. He needs to find his person.
And he is litter box trained, so he's pretty much just an all-around perfect kitten.
He's ready to go. Once again, Horace available for adoption over at the Humane Society of Eastern Carolina. This is Fur Baby Friday, and we have more ENC at 3 coming your way right after the break.